Welcome to Dark Love Psychology. Have you ever noticed how someone can pull you in with warmth, then suddenly step back, and somehow that makes you want them even more? That's the power of push-pull dynamics. In this video, we'll break down how mixed signals work, why they keep people hooked, and how fitness testing plays a hidden role in building subconscious respect. Chapter 1. The psychology of push-pull. Have you ever found yourself inexplicably drawn to someone, caught in a cycle of feeling close one moment and distant the next? This captivating dynamic is often the result of a powerful psychological technique known as push-pull. It's a fundamental concept in the art of attraction, and understanding it is the first step to mastering social dynamics. In this chapter, we're going to dissect exactly what push-pull is, why it works so effectively on the human brain, and how it creates that irresistible spark of intrigue. At its core, push-pull is a communication strategy built on a delicate balance of contrasting signals. Think of it as a social dance. The pull is any action that draws someone closer to you. This could be a compliment, a sign of interest, a warm smile, or focused attention. It's the validation we all crave. It makes the other person feel seen, appreciated, and desired. The push, on the other hand, is an action that creates distance or challenges them. This isn't about being mean or insulting. Instead, it's about playfully teasing, showing a moment of disinterest, disagreeing with them on a minor point, or indicating you have high standards. It's the act of subtly withdrawing that initial validation. So why is this combination so potent? The magic lies in a psychological principle called intermittent reinforcement. The push creates a moment of social tension and uncertainty. The person's brain asks, do they like me? Did I do something wrong? This uncertainty creates a cognitive itch, a problem that needs solving. Then, when you follow up with a pull, you provide the relief. You resolve that tension, and their brain is flooded with dopamine, the neurochemical associated with pleasure and reward. This isn't just a fleeting feeling, it's the very same mechanism that makes slot machines so addictive. You pull the lever, feel the tension of waiting, and then get an unpredictable reward. It's also why we can't stop watching a TV series with a dramatic cliffhanger. The unresolved tension keeps us coming back for the eventual release. Let's look at a classic example. Imagine someone says to their date, "You know, you're surprisingly funny. I thought you'd be all serious and boring." Let's break this down. "You're surprisingly funny" is the pull. It's a genuine compliment that makes the person feel good. But the second part, "I thought you'd be all serious and boring," is the push. It playfully challenges their initial perception and implies they had to be won over. This single sentence accomplishes two things. It delivers validation while simultaneously establishing that the speaker isn't easily impressed. The target of this line doesn't feel like they've won completely. Instead, they feel a mix of flattery and a need to prove themselves further. This creates a compelling dynamic that is far more engaging than a simple, one-dimensional compliment. It sparks curiosity and makes them want to invest more to keep earning your approval. Chapter 2. Why mixed signals hook the mind. Mixed signals keep you guessing, and guessing creates investment. The uncertainty activates what psychologists call intermittent reinforcement. When rewards, like attention or affection, are unpredictable, the brain works harder to secure them. Example: if someone texts you warmly one day and goes silent the next, your mind races. You replay conversations, wondering what went wrong. Ironically, this makes you think of them more often, deepening the attraction loop. Chapter 3. Fitness testing explained. Now that we understand the mechanics of push-pull, let's explore the why behind it. Often these behaviors are part of something called a fitness test. In dating, fitness tests are subtle, often unconscious challenges designed to gauge your inner strength, confidence, and emotional self-control. It's not about being manipulative. It's an instinctual vetting process to see if you are a stable and secure partner. Essentially, she is testing your frame to see if it's strong and unshakable. Push-pull dynamics are a prime example of a fitness test. The pull phase draws you in with interest and affection. Then comes the push. She might become distant or take longer to reply. This sudden shift is the test itself. The fluctuation is designed to see how you'll react. Will you become anxious and start chasing for validation, revealing insecurity? Or will you remain calm and centered, continuing to live your own life, unfazed by her temporary shift in behavior? Your reaction speaks volumes about your character, and that reaction determines whether you pass or fail. When you pass, you demonstrate profound strength. It shows your emotional state isn't dependent on her approval and that you possess high self-worth. This is incredibly attractive. Conversely, when you fail a fitness test, you inadvertently lower your perceived value. It signals neediness and emotional dependency, suggesting that your happiness is contingent on her actions. This can quickly erode attraction because it places a heavy burden on her to manage your emotions. Let's use a concrete example. She says something provocative like, "You'd probably get jealous if I talked to other guys." This is a classic test. A failing response is to get defensive or needy. Saying, "Why? Who are you talking to?" shows you're easily rattled. You've failed. A passing response, however, is calm and composed, maybe even playful. You could smile and say, "I'd expect them to try. You're a catch." By reacting this way, you subcommunicate a powerful message. You are secure, you are confident, and you operate from a place of abundance, not fear. You pass the test, and as a result, her subconscious respect and attraction for you will grow. Chapter 4. Passing the test builds respect. When you remain grounded during push-pull, you demonstrate emotional stability. That stability signals strength, leadership, and self-mastery, all qualities that raise your value in her eyes. Example: if she pulls back after being warm instead of chasing, you stay centered and give her space. This shows you are not dependent on constant reassurance. The result? She feels drawn to you because you passed her unconscious test. Chapter 5. How to respond to push-pull. The key is not to fight the game, but to play it with awareness. Respond with playful confidence, not frustration. Turn the push into an opportunity to demonstrate composure. Example: if she teases, "You're too short for me," instead of sulking, you smile and reply, "Good thing I'm taller when I stand on my wallet." Humor reframes the push, flips the script, and passes the test. Chapter 6. Avoiding the pitfalls. Push-pull can build attraction, but it can also backfire if you overdo it. Too much push, and you seem cold or manipulative. Too much pull, and you seem needy. Balance is everything. Example: if you constantly cancel plans just to create scarcity, she'll lose trust. But if you sometimes reschedule because of genuine priorities, it shows you have a life, which is attractive. The long-term game. Push-pull works best in the early stages of attraction. Over time, respect and trust must take over. Once you've built subconscious respect through passing her tests, the dynamic shifts from playful tension to deeper connection. Example: at first you might joke and tease to spark attraction, but later, reliability, loyalty, and shared vision become the foundation of a strong bond. Chapter 8. The final takeaway. All right, let's bring it all together. We've journeyed deep into the intricate dance of push-pull dynamics, and now it's time to distill everything we've learned into a powerful, actionable summary that you can start applying today. So, here's the core takeaway. Push-pull dynamics are the engine of intrigue. They keep people hooked because they masterfully create a cocktail of tension and uncertainty. Think of it like a psychological roller coaster. The push creates distance and a sense of loss, triggering a primal fear of rejection and activating their desire to chase. Then the pull brings them back, offering relief, validation, and a dopamine hit that feels incredibly rewarding. This cycle of intermittent reinforcement is one of the most potent forces in human psychology. Our brains are fundamentally wired to solve puzzles and seek closure. When someone is unpredictable, they become an enigma we feel compelled to figure out. This isn't just a superficial game. It's a deep-seated principle that taps into our most basic need for connection and our powerful aversion to loss. And this is where fitness tests come into play. They are the gatekeepers of respect. When someone subtly tests your boundaries, your confidence, or your resolve, they are subconsciously asking, Are you a person of high value? Do you respect yourself enough to hold your frame? By passing these tests, not with aggression, but with calm, unshakable confidence, you provide a resounding yes. You're not just playing along, you're demonstrating that your self-worth isn't dependent on their approval. This builds a profound subconscious respect that elevates your perceived value far more than any compliment or grand gesture ever could. It's the difference between being a temporary amusement in their life and becoming a permanent fixture they can't imagine living without. Now, it's crucial to understand the philosophy behind this. The goal here isn't to become a master manipulator or to play with people's emotions for sport. That's the path to empty victories and shallow connections. The true purpose of understanding these rules is empowerment. It's about recognizing these dynamics when they are used on you, so you can navigate them with grace and strength. It's about learning to create healthy tension and excitement in your relationships, rather than falling into predictable, boring patterns. If this deeper breakdown has given you a new perspective, show some love and hit that like button. It tells us we're on the right track. And make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell, because we're just scratching the surface of dark love psychology. We have so much more to explore to help you master your social and romantic life. Now, I want to hear from you. Let's make the comment section a masterclass in itself. What's the most confusing or frustrating push-pull signal you've ever received? Was it someone who was intensely interested one day and completely distant the next? Share your story below. Reading through these shared experiences helps us all learn and see patterns we might have missed. Thanks for watching, and remember, attraction isn't about playing games. It's about knowing the rules, so you don't get played. The world of attraction can feel complex and unfair, but you don't have to be a pawn. By learning the rules, you stop being a victim of the game. You start to see the board for what it is. You learn to anticipate moves, to counter them with confidence, and to make your own moves with intention and purpose. You become the player, not the piece. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who feels lost in the dating world, and don't forget to subscribe to Dark Love Psychology for more insights and tips to help you not just succeed, but thrive. Thanks for watching until the end. See you in the next video.